Hey, my fellow anime enthusiasts! Last year, at the end of 2022, we were pleasantly surprised by a new season for the forgotten classic that we all know and love, Bleach. While the Bleach fan inside of me wanted a full remake of the entire series, I am still glad that at least some part of Bleach is getting the love and attention that it deserves. Beggars can be choosers. You know, this season covers the final arc of Bleach, which most fans probably read through already in the massive 10 years wait. Anyway, the second part of 1000-Year Blood War arc will begin airing in the summer season of 2023. So, here's a quick refresher of part 1 before you guys begin watching this second cour. The first episode starts off showing us a glimpse of the ultimate villain that Ichigo will ever face. Meanwhile, the Soul Society is taking note of the fact that someone or something other than Soul Reapers is killing hollows in the world of the living. I wonder who has that kind of power. 2 rookie Soul Reapers are sent to Earth to patrol Karakura Town in place of Ichigo. However, as soon as Hollows appears, the 2 of them are too weak to do anything. But thankfully, Ichigo and the gang is there to save the day. Our boy releases his Bankai and throws out a good old Rasengan Sori Wrong show. I mean, Getsuga Tensho. Jokes aside, can we just take a moment to appreciate the amazing animation in this scene? Like, damn. As the gang is enjoying some food at Ichigo's place, this guy shows up and, yeah, he's not important. Anyway, as the unimportant guy fights Ichigo, a strange group approaches the head captain Yamamoto of the Civil Society and makes quick work of the lieutenant of the 1st Division, Sasakiba. The group calls itself Wandenreich and declares war against the Soul Reapers. As Ichigo returns, he's greeted by the sad news of the recent attack on the Soul Society. Later, while out on the patrol, Nell comes falling down from the sky, and Ichigo finds out that Weko Mundo is under attack as well. Ichigo, Chad, and Orihime decide to go help out, but Uryu decides to stay behind. A resourceful guy, Kisuke, shows up just on time, reveals he's always eavesdropping on Ichigo, and takes the gang to Weko Mundo. While Ichigo approaches the powerful enemy in front of him, the captain of the 12th Division reveals that the group they are facing off against is actually an army of Quincy's. As Ichigo's battle with Yuhawaha, which is the leader of Wanderreich, Lucky continues. He confirms that he is in fact fighting against a Quincy. Meanwhile, Uryu is busy in the real world researching the whole thing, as he too suspects that this has something to do with Quincy's. When Yuhawaha discovers that his minion is playing fistcuffs with Ichigo, he's like, okay, time to crash Soul Society's party early. So the throwdown in Soul Society starts, and then let's just say the Soul Reapers need to level up their skill tree. Then Byakuya Kuchiki struts in with his cloak flapping. You can almost hear the collective sigh of relief. Other captains also face off against the powerful enemies, as they all release their Bankai. However, the tide of the battle quickly changes in favor of the Quincy's. You see, these enemies are not only able to steal Bankai powers, but they can use the powers like their own. Soul Society dials 1-800 Ichigo for help. Ichigo, after mopping the floor with Quincy he is battling, hustles to Soul Society. He also realized that he's the only one whose Bankai cannot be stolen. But this annoying guy is still not dead and traps Ichigo. Many, including Rukia and Renji, are also gravely injured, and Byakuya is almost killed as the enemy uses his own Bankai against him. The only one strong enough to take on these Quincy's seems to be Kenpachi Siraki, as he doesn't need a Bankai in battle. However, even he is defeated by the big boss himself. It seems that no one can stand up to this rebel army until the head captain Yamamoto finally steps in and completely changes the tide of the battle. The Clash of the Titans! Yuhawaha versus Yamamoto. Yamamoto's Bankai is so hot, the Soul Society's water supply is turning into steam faster than you can say Getsuga Tensho. Yuhawaha might as well be a marshmallow at a campfire. He is toast. So, that's it? Fight's over? Oh, no, that was actually Yuhawaha's lackey fighting against the head captain. The real Yuhawaha was busy trying to bring Sosuke Aizen to his side, but that didn't work out. Damn, imagine if these two actually decided to combine forces. Anyway, Yuhawaha manages not only to kill Yamamoto, but also steal his Bankai. Sensing the fleeting life forces of all of his friends, Ichigo manages to awaken some kind of new power and finally break free. After a brief chat with Byakuya, our hero beelines to Yhwach for a showdown. Ichigo's new blood vein is blinking, but Yhwach's underling still breaks his Bankai like a Kit Kat. The plot twist? Yhwach pulls a Darth Vader and tells Ichigo he is his son, and throws in some mummy talk before leaving. Ishin bro? You got something you need to tell us? Alright, the battle is over, and good news is most of the people we care about somehow survived. Anyway, there is no time to rest. It's time for a training arc. Squad 0, the one that comprises some of the most special Soul Reapers, shows up. We are here to collect Ichigo, Renji, Rukia, and Byakuya. Kisuke calls and lets Ichigo know that him, Chad, and Orihime are all alive and kicking. Now, Ichigo and his friends will be sent to the individual castles of these 5 captains, where they will train in different ways. First, the squad goes to Tenjiro's place for a nice soak in a relaxing hot spring. After their wounds are fully healed, Ichigo and Renji move on to the next castle. Meanwhile, Shinsui Kyoraku gets appointed as the new head captain. He quickly decides to train Kenpachi Saraki so that he can reach his full potential. I mean, the guy is already a force to be reckoned with without a special blade. Now, imagine him with a Bankai. Captain Unohana is tasked with training the beast. Ichigo and Renji's training turns into an episode of Master Chef with Kiryu Hikifune. They eat and eat and eat. This is my kind of training. As the fight between Unohana and Kenpachi begins, it is revealed that the sweet healer captain is actually a former criminal and loves killing more than anything. She kills Saraki, but then quickly heals him. You see, her plan is to keep on taking the vile beast to the brink of death, then quickly healing him. She will keep on doing this until Kenpachi is able to realize his true potential and is actually able to kill her. But come on guys, you need all the power you can get right now. Was Unohana dying really necessary? Oh well, after Unohana dies, Kenpachi is finally able to hear his Senpakudo. On the other side, Ichigo and Renji come face to face with the creator of Senpakudos, Uetsu Nimaya. The man breaks their swords and throws them in a hole surrounded by many different Senpakudos that don't seem too happy. While Renji is able to pass a strange test, Ichigo doesn't make any progress, so he is transported back to Earth by Uetsu to sort things out before it's too late. Dim the lights and grab your popcorn. Folks, Papa Ichigo, aka Ishin, finally sits Ichigo down for the talk. No, not that talk. We're about to uncover the Kurosaki family tree. And wait for it, Ichigo's mom was a Quincy. Ichigo's father used to be the captain of the 10th squad back in the day. While trying to fight against the strange hollows created by Suzuki Aizen, Ishin gets saved by Masaki Kurosaki. As an aftermath, Masaki gets a pretty grave wound from the hollow's attack. As Ryuki Nishida tries to find help, Ishin shows up to the scene. The two don't seem to get along. In comes the quirky Urahara, saying only a human Soul Reaper hybrid can save Masaki. Ishin quickly agrees to save Masaki's life, even if it means he would lose all of his powers as a Soul Reaper. We all know what happened after that. Oh, and Masaki was still super strong, but she ended up losing her powers out of nowhere because of Yhwach, which is why she died to that messily hollow that day. Anyway, having discovered his roots, Ichigo is finally able to pass the test, and now it is time for a hero to forge a new sword. But before that, another major plot twist. Were you guys also having a deja vu moment when you first saw Yhwach? Why does he look so similar to Sengetsu? Well, the truth is, this guy was just pretending to be Sengetsu. He's actually the Quincy spirit inside of Ichigo and was suppressing the real Sengetsu all this time. Though, don't worry, he's not evil. Ichigo is finally able to attain the true power of his Senpakudo. Finally, the new and real form of Sengetsu is revealed. Wait a minute. The whole season ended, but where's Suryu? Last thing I remember. What? So it'll be Ichigo versus Uryu all over again? But come on guys, Naruto already did this. So there you guys have it, a full recap of the first core of 1000-Year Blood War arc. The new season will start its adaptation with chapter 543 of the manga, and there will be probably a final season after that as well. So We have a lot of Bleach to look forward to. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget, please, to leave a like in this video as well. Check out one of these other videos on the screen right now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, peace!